Hey there lovely people, and welcome back to the channel. Today, at the moment, this is just a process video I had ready to go on my phone. I got my November kit from Kitaholic Kits on Friday, and yesterday I was just playing around with the, what is it? The mica powder that was in it, mica, whatever you say, mica powder. And I was just messing around and then ended up making a card. So I filmed the process, and that's what I'm doing now. I was actually rearranging my house about 10 minutes ago that my husband is going to absolutely love when he gets home because he doesn't know yet. But I was having a slight hypo, so I thought I'd sit down and take a bit of a break while my blood sugar come back up. And I was browsing Facebook and I saw that, Alicia, you poor thing, you've ended yourself up in hospital. Alicia is a lovely subscriber and she's always commenting on my videos, and she did post a comment on Facebook asking for more process videos while she's banged up in hospital with nothing to do. So Alicia, this one is for you, lovely. I saw that and thought I'd get this up for you to watch today. So what I'm doing is literally I was just playing with these powders. They're so pretty, and obviously because they are a shimmer powder, they look fantastic on black. So I was just I've never used them before, so it was all experimenting, putting some on my craft mat, adding water, and then just applying it to some black cardstock, and the end result was amazing. So I decided to go with it and make a card. So I got my awesome star Dina Wakley, I think, star stamps, and decided to emboss with them. So I got out, I have some very pretty silver embossing powder that I got from Stampin' Up. Now, you have to watch this. Watch the magic. It doesn't look very silver at the moment, or it looks more grey. But when you heat this with a heat, yes, I know I'm wasting embossing powder, but I didn't plan on doing embossing, so I didn't have a sheet to catch it down, but I just went with it. Now watch the magic. Watch what happens when you heat this embossing powder. It turns to like silver foil. It is absolutely beautiful, and definitely something I think I have to get some more on. I think I need to invest in some more silver embossing powder. Look at it. How beautiful is that when it just turns? Oh, it looks amazing on the card. So now I've done my stars, and then I think I'm going to go put my greeting on. Now, I didn't want to put my greeting on in silver as well because I wanted it to stand out, but I didn't want to use white, so I just go with black. I had nothing planned when I made this card. It was all about playing with these gorgeous powders, this gorgeous powder that I got in my kit, and I just wanted to play and see what it looks like. And then I had my background, and I thought I'd just make a card and see what shook out. So I'm really happy with this card. It's my favorite card, considering I just threw it together, like literally threw it together with what was on my desk. Oh, so much fun. And I'll tell you what, having my heat gun sit next to my desk permanently, I am embossing more. I use my heat gun to dry, to mostly dry all my mixed media. I very rarely use it to emboss. But having it out does mean that it's so much easier if I want to do some embossing. I just pick up my embossing powders and everything's ready to go. Do you find that if you don't have something within arm's reach or out, you're not going to use it? Because I sure do. So having my heat gun out means I am much more likely to emboss something. So something to keep in mind. So now I'm just getting my card base. I decided to, mat it on some white. I had some white laying around, so yeah. And then I decide the inside is a little too bare. So I do decide to do some stamping on the inside as well. Mind you, I go a little overboard, so just keep that in mind and bear with me when you see the stamping overload I do. So like I was saying, in the Kitaholic Kits November mixed media kit, we got this Wisteria, I think it's called. Wisteria, I think is the colour. It's a beautiful purple mica powder. I've never used mica powder or pearl powders or anything like that before, so it was all new to me. And I asked the girls the other girls on the DT, what on earth do you do with this stuff? And that led me to their ideas, which led me to Pinterest, which led me to realising this stuff is amazing. So I decided to give it a play. And that's how this card came about. I was just playing around. I actually did like 3 different basis, just messing around on black cardstock. And yeah, just playing with it. So always fun. And it's the first time in a while since I've made a card, so that's pretty cool. But it was just too pretty not to use. It was absolutely gorgeous. And the purple just really pops off this black, and because it's the shimmer, of course. Okay, now this is where I go a little overboard with the stamps. So I get my star stamps out and just decide to, do a little cluster down the bottom, up the top. But down the bottom sort of gets a bit out of control. I am aware of this. First I try stamping off, so it looks like, the stamp sort of, just fading into the background, but it just didn't look right. What I originally wanted to do was mask off the first stamp so I could sort of stamp on top of it without crossing over the image so it looked like it was behind, but I just didn't have anything out to do it, and I didn't think of doing that. Like I said, I was just throwing this together as I was going along because I was filming and I wanted to keep going with, the card. So, yeah, not quite the best, but hey, it's there. My friend's not going to care. I'm sending it to a friend of mine in Melbourne purely because I can. And, yeah, she won't care. She'll love it. Yes, this is me hacking up my stamps. This stamp set comes with 3 small stamps all fused together. I did the same thing with the hearts. I cut one off, so there's 2 still fused together, but I can use one singly. Obviously, if I want to use 3, I can just put them back on the block the way they were, but this way it gives me 2 together and also 1 singly. So I don't mind altering my stamps to how I'm going to use them. And in this case, yeah, I just cut one off on the end so I have a single one to stamp, so it's pretty cool. So obviously, do what you can with your supplies to make them work for you. In my case, I cut up my stamps. But they get used. In my defense, they get used. So that's pretty much my card done. All I'm going to do now is just stamp my greeting, which is from the Boho collection, Kaiser Craft, and it literally says just because. And that's my card done. So thank you for watching this very quick little video, and I hope my voiceover isn't too crazy for you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again later for another process video. Bye.